Thank you, sir. All right. Well, I do believe we're now live on YouTube. Let's make sure that everybody else is good.
You want me to be out of frame for now?
Oh, it's too late. You're already in it.
Dang it. I should have asked.
It is too late. You're already in it. Just making sure. All right. So I think we're good for both. Should be both on Facebook and YouTube right now. I'll double check. Yes, here we are on YouTube, you and I. Yeah, it's too late for you to be out the frame. You here. It's okay. Like I said, you're talking about you nervous. I'm just as nervous. So now, all right. Good evening, family. Can you hear me and see me? I always like to do an audio check, right? So here, just to make sure everybody can hear me and see me. Miss Indy Coach, I see you in the building. Give me cornbread. Welcome to the show. So glad to have both of you guys here with my special guest tonight. I don't know. I'm going to just wait and see if everybody can recognize the face first. So we can play a guessing game, like look real hard, see if you recognize that face. Maria, so good to see you checking in. Glad that everybody is here. Again, y'all know me, just checking the tech. Always got to check the tech to make sure that everything is good tonight. So far, so good. I think we are good to go. I'm thinking so. Man, so happy Friday. I always forget my hashtag, and it's my hashtag. I think it is the Family Fun Financial Fridays. Yes, that is what it is.
It makes it more fun if you do forget, right?
I guess so, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing with live TV.
Yep.
Now we're not even on TV. Live YouTube.
YouTube.
How about that? Don't
much.
laugh at me.
It's the better
Christian.
TV.
It's the better TV?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No
Y'all
commercial.
can tell we're going to have fun tonight. I'm excited to be here. Special guest is in the building. Super excited. I'm not going to say his name just yet. Just let everybody get a chance to check in. So, again, glad that you're here. Work in the comments, of course, is Christian. So if any comments gets missed, you can't blame it on him. You can't blame it on me. We are blaming it on that guy back there because he is working the comments today. So without any further delays, I'm going to go ahead and cue the intro, and we are going to go from there, if I can find it.
Questions and I'll get going.
Oh, man. Welcome
guys.
back. So glad to have everybody here. Of course, for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Tyrone Gregory, the self-employed tax guy, your favorite uncle cousin. We all know Christian, who's back. I guess he's just going to join us every other week because he has to balance his life with work, right? The work-life balance. Is that what's happening?
That's what we're all doing.
Yeah, okay. So, special guest in the building.
Hey, guys.
Does anybody recognize him? Yeah, I want to see, do we have anything? Hold on, wait a minute here. We didn't fade back over, so they didn't even see us right there.
That's
see?
all right.
That's why I say, you
works.
talking about you nervous, man. Brand new setup, brand new everything. So
Yeah.
as much as he say he's nervous, I'm nervous because this is being live. New mics, new mixer, new camera. Y'all can see I was just talking and you didn't even see me. It was just a blank screen right there.
And
So
it's looking good here, too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's because you helped set the camera up. So,
Well, yeah, I don't know about that. You'd have been fine without me.
man, it would have been something. I don't know if it would have been fine. It would have been something.
Can I give him a hint on who I am?
Well, let me see, Christian. Anybody say anything? Any guesses? Not yet. Let's see. So Maria says they can hear and see us.
All right.
Miss Indy Coach says welcome in. She's welcoming the friends. Sketches to Design says, you know that she missed it. Well, still you're here. Looks good. So Miss Coach says the face looks very familiar.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I had a beard.
Had a beard in the video.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, in the video and in my profile picture.
Johnny says search engine optimization. What do you think is the best source? We'll definitely get to that. I'm sure you're kind of familiar with that, so I guess can help us in on that. Let's see here. Walter says what's going on. Katie says hello, smart guys. Yes, he's definitely a smart one. That's why he's here. Somebody says hello from Houston. There's Raw, welcome. And Walter says a new client. Nope, not a client. However,
Not yet, anyway.
Well,
We'll see
okay.
what happens. This isn't a test, though, or anything.
But definitely not a stranger either.
No.
Yeah, definitely not a stranger
Not a
either.
stranger.
So,
I've been following you for a while.
man, and that's why I'm super excited to
Yeah.
have you here. You know, it's always amazing for me to have, you know, someone. I'm stumbling over my words right now because it's
all right.
always, you know, for me, people look at me because I'm on YouTube and that's something special to
Yeah.
somebody else. But to me, I'm just a human. I'm here. I'm regular. I'm not, you know, I'm not Brad Pitt, got to hide with hat and glass. I'm just here.
Yeah.
Right. So it's always surreal to me to have somebody who has been a fan from the audience to be here
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah.
You know,
It almost feels unreal to be here, actually. You know, it's different to see you on my phone or on my computer. You know, to
Right.
put a face like and actually be able to shake your hand. It's just a
yeah,
whole
it,
nother
it, it
level.
feels good.
Yeah,
It feels good because
yeah.
I read the comments that you leave and they're absolutely amazing. I shared it with my wife. I don't share all comments with my wife, but I'm like, man, look at what he said. It made me feel good.
Yeah.
He pumped my ego. It made me, made my day.
Well, you have
So-
one of the best communities, and everybody kind of just helps each other. And this
True.
is a place to come and collaborate.
I agree.
So to do well in business, you know, you have to have a place to come collaborate, and this is a free way to do it. And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
so that's why I appreciate what you're doing here and the community as well.
Yeah, yeah. See, so I mean, again, can we tell who it is? Yeah, no, man. Well, let me just do an introduction. Then, so y'all know him
Was in the
as
chat before.
was he in our chat? Yes. Was
That's what I
definitely in the
was
chat
gonna
before. He has definitely been in the chat. Just like everybody else in the chat, always energetic, always positive, always uplifting. So it gives me such a great honor to have in the building live Mr. Digital Life himself. Yes.
Hey guys.
Yes. Welcome. I think if this new mix-up, if I push a button, we might even hear some clapping. Maybe. I don't know if that works. Maybe not. I'll turn it off. We'll see if it
So
picks up or not. I don't know.
interesting. You can't hear it.
Yeah,
can't
no,
hear
I
it
can't. Yeah, I can't hear it. I don't know
Wow.
if they heard it, but
Yeah.
definitely. So, man, introduce. So we know you as Digital Life.
Right. Yeah. So
Will you remain Digital Life, or we gonna know who the real person is?
I can say
Okay,
my
I'll
name
get
if your name is Tyrone Gregory.
Yes,
you know, so,
yes.
Yeah, if you look me up on YouTube, it's A Digital Life, but you'll know me in the chat, and you'll see me next week. I'll be there with you guys talking again, but I'm Digital Life, and I have been doing YouTube for the past year now, and I've learned quite a bit about it, and I've come to realize that it's a very important place to be if you are starting a business.
Yes.
You know,
Absolutely agree.
that's not really why Tyrone really has me here today to tell you guys what to do about business. But
hey, it is a finance channel, so any advice to help anybody is always appreciated.
Yeah.
For sure.
so we're going to go with my story then, right?
Yeah. So backdrop, the reason why he's here right now, there's two reasons why he's here. One, because he lives in Southern California. He's
Yes,
close, right?
Exactly. That
So I don't
helps.
want nobody thinking that he like flew across the country to get here. No, he's here because we are neighbors, right, in Southern California. And the second reason why I pretty much begged him to come onto the show is because, was it last week's video, or week before last? I think it was.
It was the week before last.
Week before last, he had missed the show live, right? Your family, you know what happens, things like that. But he came in because I think let me go back on the timeline. The first video was How Bad Do You Want It?
Yep.
And then after How Bad Do You Want It, I did the follow-up video, and I had called people out
Yep.
on the list to say, okay, what
Yep.
exactly did you do? So you had missed that one.
Yep.
But still, in the comments, you was like, I'm still going to hold up to my part of the accountability.
That's it.
Here is what I did. Here is what happened. And in that, he shared a story. And when I read the story, I was like, OMG, this is absolutely amazing, because I can tell that it was shared from the heart, because you shared some details in there. You kind of got personal. It was transparent. I was like, this was amazing, and this was on the comments, right? It was live for everybody to see. But what I did, with permission, of course, so I said, let me remove this from the comments. I don't want nobody else to read this. I want you to come down and share this personally. So when I said that, he agreed, and here we are, man. So thank you. And like he said he's nervous in all outdoors. I'm extremely nervous. I'm always nervous. Again, whole bunch of new tech. I'm glad he's here because, we're not streaming on the Logitech no more.
Nope.
Streaming from a new Sony camera, which he helped set up.
You guys notice the difference?
Yeah, I don't know if y'all can notice the difference. It looks clear and clean to me. I like it. But, if y'all see something, let me know. He's here. And we can't, his beautiful wife, she's here in the background. She came with him, and she has an amazing story to tell as well. Maybe we can get her.
Maybe sometime, yeah.
Maybe she'll pop in and be on the show. Yeah. Super, man. I'm speechless, honestly, just, saying it live. I appreciate you coming down, willing to share your story, and just to kind of give that transparency, give that realness effect when it comes to business. So
right.
I'm going to let him share his story.
Thank you, Tyrone. And I don't know how special really my story is. And Tyrone's making it seem like it's a big deal, but to me, it doesn't seem like one. You guys all have a story, right? But the reason why I wanted to share it was to let you guys know that even though you guys aren't, getting what you want right now, and if you fail, you're going to fail most likely. Just keep going. That's the whole idea of what I have taken away from my story. Okay, so I have a Digital Life, my YouTube channel, and what I say on my channel is I'm the place where you can go to find the right case and face, or the right case and face to fit your life and style.
So I'm not the only one who messes up on that.
Yeah, exactly. The right phone, case, and face to fit your life and style. And thank you, Tyrone. But more so, what I want to do is that what I've come to realize is what I've been trying to do for the past 25 years, right? So I started back when I was about 13 working for my uncle in lawn care and landscaping. And let's fast forward really fast. I went from, there to about 22 years old, and I felt like, I'm ready to start my own business. And I was wrong. When you're starting a business, there's more to it than just doing the work.
Absolutely.
There's you've got to regulate all kinds of things. You've got to know, especially what taxes are. So I was scared. I lasted about 1.5 years, and I went to work with my uncle again. He was kind of a fallback for me, and that's what I did. And so I figured, well, it's better for now, and let's just do this. All right, so then about a couple years later, I went ahead and tried it again, and I failed again. And, and the same reasons is I had that fear of not being able to do it, not being able to succeed in my business. And the thing is I was making myself fail and thinking I'm scared to fail, right? So I did fail because I stopped. All that aside, my wife needed to be supported because I had just gotten married at that time. And so I went ahead and had to pay the rent. You know how it is. And so, I went back to work with my uncles again. And so, let's see. And I'm nervous right now. I'm trying to collect myself and to figure out what it is that I need to get to right now. All right. So my daughter was born, and I had to make the decision to go ahead and either keep on working with my uncle or stay home with her. Well, I stayed home with my daughter, and so I became that stay-at-home dad. And I thought, okay, this is good because my wife has a good income. She's got good insurance. We'll be fine. But I ended up not being fine. We had to go we had to get a place to live, right? So I have to pay the rent. And so I picked one day a week to go out and mow lawns again because I had something to fall back on. And not knowing it at the time, I was actually starting up my business again. But really what it was a crutch because I just needed more money to be able to pay the rent. So we ended up having kid number 2, and and then we had kid number 3, and everything's going good. I had an employee off and on. We were, it was going good. I didn't have too much on my plate. I had the kids, and we could work around our kids' class schedule and things like that whenever they're going to preschool or whatever. But 2017, I ended up getting sick, and that made it to where, obviously, in lawn care, if you don't show up, you're not getting paid, right? So I felt like, great, here it goes again. I failed again, and so 2 years goes by. I'm staying at home again, and I figured, well, I'm probably not going to get sick again because I had to take 2 years to recover. So I lost all my accounts.
Wow.
And I lost all my accounts. And now, let's go fast forward to now. I want to start a new business. I want to change my name. I don't know exactly what to do. Should I start an LLC or a sole proprietorship? And the one thing in the back of my mind is those taxes. Like, the taxes are going to come back and get me. Throughout the whole time when I was working with my uncles, I always noticed that the major struggle they had was dealing with taxes. Like, that was the big thing for them. It was a major problem. And I felt like, I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't want to have to deal with hiring employees and like having to have them pay taxes and like, what do I do? Right. And so through the power of YouTube, I was able to reach out and collaborate pretty much. It's basically what we do is when we're on YouTube, we collaborate.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so Tyrone had this, ability to be able to explain what taxes were and opened up my eyes to the fact that I don't have to be scared, right? Like the fear of taxes and the unknown of what business has is going to hold you back.
Yes.
So you have to just keep on going.
Yes.
So that is what I took away from all that. I've got a little, we'll talk about a couple more things, but if you guys have any questions for me, I'll be as transparent as I can. So yeah, go ahead and ask away if you need to.
Yeah. Okay. Well, before they get to ask the question, I just kind of want to highlight a few things in your story because I actually, I don't know if you can see it here on my screen, and I'm not going to share the screen or anything like that, but I cut and paste,
nice,
word for word what you said because I was just reading it and looking at the points, man. But what I took from the story is the fact that you didn't give up,
right?
And to me, that's. I can sit here and talk all day long, and y'all can listen to your favorite uncle cousin rant and rave all day long, but I think it's very important and imperative to hear it from other people, because tunnel vision listening to me, just telling me and my story, but to hear it from other people. So you started, did you say at 13 or 17?
Yeah, 13.
Started working at 13, right? Learned enough of that, decided to do your own, branched off from your uncle.
Yep.
Didn't go the way you wanted you to.
Nope.
How did you keep coming back? And when usually, and I'll kind of raise my hand to be this, when something don't work for me the first time, I'm done. I'm not going back. I'll try something different. Right. I still feel I'll have that drive and that entrepreneur's hustle, but that thing that I just failed at, won't go back to it.
Right.
But you kept at it, man. So what was that driving force for you?
My biggest thing has been all my life is I want to be successful. And
how bad do you want it?
Right, exactly. Yeah. But I had to think about what is success to me. Like when will I see that I'm successful? And I think the reason I kept going is because I knew I was afraid of that and I didn't want it to defeat me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. How bad do you want it right there? Man, and shout out to, again, the wife, the missus is sitting here, she, stepped up, right?
Yeah.
and helped out,
She's
man.
been
So
supporting me the whole time. Yeah.
how was that though? Because I know sometimes, if I'm just being honest, we have egos, you know, and when egos come into play, bad things happen. But it appears to me that you kept yours in check. You stayed humble. You stayed down. You never gave up on your dreams. You kept at it regardless. What I mean, how?
The fear of failure. That's all I can say. I knew I could do it. And I wanted to prove to myself, nobody else. I wanted to show myself that I could do it.
That's what I'm, yourself.
Yeah.
I like it because really, if anybody, in everything that I'm always talking, it's always about you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have a very unhealthy habit of trying to prove it for other people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to show you I can do this.
Yeah.
When the only person that matters is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yourself and your legacy, meaning
Right.
your children. Like, I do what I do. I want them to see me get up in the morning, go to work, despite the fact that I'm not feeling my absolute best.
Yeah.
I want them to see me get up after being up till 2 a.m. and
Yeah.
still get up
Yeah.
and do it the same without no
Yeah.
loss of energy, right? So I do it for me, but then I do it for them.
Yeah.
'Cause like I said, for them, and he'll tell us, I'm Moses, right? I'll probably never see the promised land, but as long as you do, I'm okay. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So how did that affect you, man, when you had your first one, your firstborn?
My first one, you know what? It didn't even feel real though. Like having my kid, I'm like, what? I'm a dad now. After a while,
Oh, man.
yeah. After a while, it was real, and
Okay.
I was ready to take care of my daughter, but I don't feel like. I mean, yeah, I've always wanted to take care of them, and I've
Right.
always felt like I could take care of them, in some way. But I have to say, the main driving thing for me was I did not want to fail.
Now, so let's talk about the failures. Because if correct me if I'm wrong, you did this 3 times and it didn't work, or did you do it 2 times it didn't work?
I did it 3 times.
Three
It's been
times.
3 times, yeah. But the third time, I mean, yeah, I got sick.
Okay.
But I would still consider that, yeah.
Well, I don't know, because like some things you can't really plan for. Nobody's like, oh, you know what? In 6 months, I'm gonna get sick, so let's
Yeah.
go ahead and do it. Like,
Yeah.
you really can't plan for that.
Yeah.
But
That's
looking
true.
at the times that you feel that you failed, did you recognize the cause of it?
Nope. Until now, until I started my new business, until I started listening to your
I don't know.
I'm telling you, into your channel. I'm telling you, it helps open your eyes, because when you collaborate, it opens your eyes to what you should expect and how to think about things. Right? A lot of times, your approach at life is a matter a matter of perspective.
Yes, man, that's so true.
So listening to the channel and helps adjust that perspective. What I have noticed is that I lost my chain of thought.
I do it all the time. Don't worry about it.
Ask a question again.
As far as recognizing what happened, like the failure, recognizing, did you do that? And you said you did. You do now.
Yeah, I do now. Yeah, I do recognize that now. What was it? Okay, can we go on to the next one? We'll come back around to it.
We absolutely can. Because to me, like I said, the story itself, I really didn't have a lot of questions, man. I just really wanted to get to the earnesty
Yes.
and the transparency of the story. You know, the failing, the saying, you know what, I'm gonna do it again. So again, this is the line you even say back in 2017. You went and got your contractor's license. So the first one you was doing it without.
Yeah, I was, but I was doing lawn care. And so lawn care, you don't really have to have your C27 contractor's license. But then I decided I want to go do landscaping.
Oh.
So landscape installation and design and all that stuff.
That's
you
something
have to
completely
have it.
different.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, 'cause, before I got into taxes, my story of how I got into taxes is I was doing what I thought was construction, but California said you have to have a license.
Yeah, you gotta have
and
it.
I didn't.
Yeah.
So they kind of shut me down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize you had to have a license for landscape, because I thought, you see a lot of people out there just cutting the lawn. They encourage kids, summer job, just go cut a lawn.
Yep.
So I didn't think it was something you had to have a license for. But as you say, as you get into not lawn mowing, but now we get into landscape and design, that's something different.
Yeah, it is something different.
Which, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying, but again, to me, that spoke to your drive and your determination, because, I failed once. Like I said, if that was me, I'm done. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to take this hustle to something new. You was like, you know what? Didn't work the first time. Second time around, now I'm going to go even be more serious and go get a license. And those things, that's studying, that's testing, that's preparation,
spending
all the
money.
stuff. Yeah, spending money, a lot of things I don't like to do. So, man, absolutely. So let's talk about, how did you get the transition into doing that to a digital life?
All right. Yeah. So I was pretty much stuck at home. I didn't feel like I really could go do anything yet because I was recovering. And so I wanted to do something, and I've always liked technology. So I decided, well, let's go ahead and start this tech channel. I want to be on YouTube. I want to talk about tech. Whenever I meet with family at family functions, I'm talking about tech, talking about whatever.
Your wife she's shaking her head seriously, like, yeah.
So I figured, well, I might as well help people somehow, talk about, their technology and what they're doing with it, what the best thing is to buy, things like that. So I started my, tech channel. And
man, and you have over 1,000 subscribers, so congratulations. I'm gonna give you a high five.
High five.
Thank you.
High five to you. Because achieving over 1,000 YouTube subscribers is not an easy thing to do, and you've done that, which kind of pushed me back into the story here, where you just don't give up. You constantly move forward.
Yep.
In your original struggle, you talk about you were struggling. Right, and I hate to go back. We switching from Digital Life back to the lawn care,
it's okay,
but when you say you were struggling, do you mind sharing like how or what does that really mean when you say you were struggling?
What, struggling financially?
Well, I don't know, because I said in the story, you just said, I guess I'm gonna read the quote. You said, then in 2007, you decided to try your own lawn care and escaping business once again. That's when you got your C27 license, quit working for your uncle once again. And shout out to your uncle, man, for always accepting you back. So shout out to your uncle for that. Because apparently you done left and came back a couple of times. So definitely there. But then you say, quit working for your uncle, was on your way to make more money. All was well with life, and the money was flowing in. Then you was like, not even close.
Not even close.
I was struggling.
Yeah.
So
we were struggling.
But does that mean that you were not making the money you thought you were? Was your business giving out more than it was coming in?
Nailed it, man. Like, that's exactly what I forgot. So I realized that my approach to business was all me working, me doing the work. But that's not what business. Like, at first, you gotta hustle, you gotta get that business going. That's what I'm in the process of doing right now. But it's more, you've gotta set your mind set for business, like as in what you need to do as a business owner. I didn't know there was a difference between somebody working in the business and somebody owning the business. And it's okay to work in the business too.
Yes.
But you have to have a different mindset other than that. And I realized that back in those first two failures, I thought that I had to be the business. I was the business. I always had to have my hands on everything in the business. And you won't have a successful business is what I've noticed. I don't know that yet. Hopefully that's what it comes to, until you learn how to be the boss, like how to run the business.
That's absolutely. I'm so glad that to hear someone else say it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I know they can sit and listen to me all day long, but to hear someone else say it unprovoked, it just naturally came out that the fact that, to be or to have a successful business, you have to have a different mindset.
Yeah.
I say it all the time. Like, when most entrepreneurs, they know the skill that they know. You know, like let's say landscaping. Most people who come in as landscaping contractors, well, they know how to make your yard look immaculate, absolutely amazing. But when it comes to the back end, taxes, administration, hiring, HR, savings account, none of that.
And working with the customers.
Yeah.
How to work with the customers.
Customer service is so important. And that's true. A lot of people don't know that. They don't know how important it is, man. I recently, just to kind of sidetrack, but I do want to highlight the fact that customer service is important. I tried to hire somebody to do like some general, like not janitorial work, but like house cleaning. Yeah. You know, say because, you know, my grandmother and my mother, you know, I wanted to help them out, trying to get somebody to help them out with the cleaning process. So I wanted to hire somebody that came recommended, like, okay, well, let me have this individual meet me over here, give me a quote, things like that. We had a scheduled time, and we scheduled it, you know, like a week out. And so I'm always about time. My son, he's here witness. I don't do last minute. I don't like being late. I like being early to everything because to me it's courteous. Yeah. You know. So me and this individual, we set the time up perfect. Followed up with her a couple of days before. You gonna be there at this time? Yes. Okay. Perfect. The day of, I'm on my way. I'll see you there. You know, again, that just keeping that communication, because I believe communication is key. Totally key. And get there, and the time came and passed. 45 minutes later, I get a call. It was like, I'm on my way. I was like, no, you're not. Nuh-uh. Cancel. Yep. You know, and that person could have done an amazing job. Could have been the perfect person. But the customer service wasn't there.
In your eyes, that person would have never lived up to your expectations because they've already crushed them.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
no way.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. So that's why I'm so glad to have somebody here that you know, we're just hearing the same thing. Because when we talk about growing and being a successful business, there are so many parts to it other than just the skill that you bring to the table. Yep. You know, and that's what I want to encourage everybody here. We're looking to scale the business. So I would say it's one thing to start the business. That's absolutely all you need is your service and a customer who's willing to pay for it. But to scale the business requires something completely different. Yep. And I think that's exactly what you were hitting on, just changing the mindset from me being the worker to being the boss. Yeah. Yes. And that right there is an important transition. And I know the boss, El Jefe, right, is have this like negative thing about it because most bosses are mean or evil. But I don't think that's what we're trying to promote here. But being a boss means you just have to you have to step back and look at your operation as a whole. You know, you just can't say, I need to get this job done. You need to say, how can I get multiple jobs done, provide great customer service, get good results, understand my customers' needs, and then pay my people well so they'll do a good job because we have to invest in the people that work for us, right? And then repeat that process, right? And I think that's where even me have had that single mind. Like, this is what I know how to do. I'm going to do it all by myself. And to me, I think that's where I failed at in business, which is why now I have assistants who demand payment every 2 weeks. Yeah. Don't laugh.
But you're paying well, huh?
Yeah, exactly. You know, but it helps. Having that mindset, like, okay, I have to relinquish. Delegation was never my strong suit. When I worked in corporate America, we would take those I don't want to say aptitude test, or, you know, corporate America would give you these silly paperwork to fill out.
HR has to send you that stuff.
Yeah, and you'd be like, okay, what's your personal? You do this. And I would always fail in the area of delegation. You know, when I took those tests, they was like, I would always fail in the area of delegation.
Because you always feel like you can do it. You're going to do it yourself. Like, nobody's going to do it better than me. Or even if they can, it doesn't matter. I can do this, so I'm going to do it. Yeah. You know? And it's not like you're doing that on purpose. It's just how you are.
Yeah, because I don't trust everybody to do, like, if I hand this off, is it going to be done to the quality and level that I would do it?
Yes. I've heard that if you can get 80% or even 70% of who you are in somebody, that's actually really good. and you have to let that other 20 or 30% be okay. You know, the part that they didn't give you.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Cool. Any comments we need to, you know, cause we didn't talk, man. It's almost we ain't even gave people opportunities to say nothing. I apologize. It's my fault. You know,
No.
I'm not gonna blame the cat.
No, we've had some good conversation here.
Yeah. I'm definitely enjoying it. So, Maria says we appreciate you telling your story. So
Thank you.
And actually, you know, shout out to Maria. I know when I did the grand opening, she was the first person that I ever met from the YouTube community.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was the first one that ever came.
You had a grand opening here?
I did.
Nice.
Yeah, I did. I don't think I promoted it well.
missed
Because I don't know what happened, but yeah, she came. Right, she was the first one. Yeah, so I'm super excited. So we good for life. Let's see here. Man, I understand. I went through that too. So I'm assuming, see, that's what I'm saying.
They know.
Connected, we know. And Maria's in the process of growing her business, right? So I'm had to bring her on the show. We talk about taxes. She's going to be here. So definitely, she is growing her business. I do believe she's doing what I'm doing. Inspirational already. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel better now.
Yeah, see, I tell you, go relax, man. We all family here. Appreciate that, Mr. Kelly. Oh, look, he's sending every comment through now. Okay. Man, I said I think Tyrone gets the extra push. I almost stopped too, and Tyrone got me through. No, yeah. Oh, yeah. I appreciate. She know because she was scared, didn't want to do it. And I tell everybody, I'm the wrong person to tell that you want to start a business. I don't. If you just thinking about it, don't tell me. Don't let me know because I am for sure going to be on you like white on rice. Very straightforward. Yeah,
because you can do it.
Okay,
you can get it done.
Oh, look, we got a hand clap going out to the wife. Maria says you have an amazing supporting wife. Props to her for holding it down so that your family loves you. Let's get the wife a high five.
Yeah, let's do it.
High five. There it is, right there.
She's over there laughing.
That's funny. That's good, man. Are you sending any more through? Or you gonna pause it for now? Okay, thank you. Oh, we got one more. Maria also said, I would like to know, how did the wife deal with the switching role and taking over? Wonder Woman right there.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we gonna let you tell that story.
Well, I can tell you from my perspective. Is I've always felt like I was a leech kind of, and not really feeling my, I know it's hard to take care of kids. It is.
Yes.
To be a dad, it's tough. And to stay home with the kids, it's tough because you feel like every morning you should be getting up and going making some money, right? That's how you feel as a stay-at-home dad. So for 3 years, I've been feeling like that. Me aside, my wife has been amazing. She's been growing her career. She is a teacher, and so she's been doing that, and she's been doing really good. I say one day she should be the principal because she says no. But she's so good at talking with people, teaching. She's a teacher that actually cares. But you're talking about how the switch went. She was willing to go do it. She wanted somebody to come home and take somebody that she knew to take care of the kids. And so we had to make a decision of putting my daughter in a place where they wouldn't have really known us or her. We had to, so we didn't feel like they get the love. Maybe if you have to do that, that's fine. But we had to make it work, and this is the outlet or the way that we had to do it. So instead of paying $800 a month to have somebody like daycare take care of our kid, it was worth me coming home for a while. And she was good with doing that.
That's amazing, man. So it sounded like there was a financial conversation that took place, right? Because childcare that's expensive.
It is.
It's like paying rent.
And we wanted to have more too. So
right. Money. So it really just made more sense. So with that, now let me ask you this: have you? Because I know you said you got something in the works. So is that going back to the lawn care, or it now has, the YouTube channel, you being a digital life, you actually being an influencer, like I said, because having over 1,000 subscribers, man, that's absolutely amazing.
That. Yeah, I felt that. Yeah.
And so is this the transition to, or are you going back to doing, landscaping? Because we can't call it, because lawn care is just mowing it.
Yep.
Right. Landscaping is when you really going to
So-
be designing everything else.
Right. So I like to do landscape design and landscape installation, but for me, I want to do the least stressful thing that I can. And I'm telling you, when you're doing landscaping and somebody's going to give you $10,000, $20,000 to do a landscape, it
Wow.
is stressful, right?
Wow.
It's a lot of stress. And then you have guys that you have to make sure they get there on time, you know,
managing
show up,
people.
do their work. You know, otherwise you're doing it all yourself, and there's no way you can do it when there's a job that size. So rather than doing landscape installation or design, I'm sticking with lawn care because lawn care, it's a consistent thing. You know, you can have, you know, every month, you know what you're going to make. You can make more if you want to. You push that business. And you don't have to rely so much on having a certain crew all the time. You can work through having different guys. And it's a totally different dynamic kind of, and kind of, it doesn't seem much different, right, on the surface, but it's a lot different, a lot less stressful. So yeah, I'm going with lawn care, and all the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So once that happens, man, are we not going to see a Digital Life anymore?
No,
Or?
I'm gonna still do Digital Life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do both.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why we choose landscaping is less stressful. You still be able to do that
Yeah.
and be good. All right. Cool.
Yep. Well,
both.
you know, I won't be pushing out videos like I used to. I haven't made a Digital Life video for maybe a couple months. I was going pretty strong.
I saw that.
But because of this transition now, I've had to fall away from that a little bit. But my wife and I are already talking about something that I'm going to be doing here pretty soon for Digital Life. I haven't forgotten about you at all, my Digital Life people. Thank you for the 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a new YouTube channel. I don't know. Should I say anything about that?
Yeah. I mean, why not?
It's for lawn care.
Okay.
And you know, I mean, anybody here probably won't want to watch a lawn care channel. What
You never
if you do,
know.
awesome. Let me know that you came from here. Be a self-employed tax guy,
Yeah, absolutely.
and I'll say a special hello to you guys. But it's MyScapes Lawn Care. So MyScapes, one word, MyScapes, and then lawn care is one word as well.
Okay.
MyScapes
So
Lawn Care.
what can
Yeah.
we expect to see on that channel?
All right. So what I want to do is help people learn the trade and help if they want to learn like anything like that and push them in the direction of learning like a new trade or a new job or, you know, encouraging them to say, hey, you guys can do this, like whatever it is. If I can make it in lawn care, if I can make a living out of lawn care, which is, you know, there's a low barrier to entry in lawn care. So there's a lot of competition. So if I can make it with lawn care, then you guys can do it with whatever you're planning to do.
Right.
So, and if you guys come to my channel, you know, talk to me about what you guys are doing and stuff. I'll be all over talking about that, you know, whatever you guys have.
Well, I like that, man. I mean, because I was reading in the story, you said when you had, because the wife was going to work, you stayed at home, but then you still went to work one day a week
Yes.
and paid the rent. I read that. I was like, I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah.
I can't go work just one day a week and pay the
Yeah.
rent. So I was like, man, but the fact that you're now going to show people, and that's what I think I like about your spirit, man. And even reading your story, you didn't give up because you say it was for you, and you said that multiple times. I didn't want to give up. I wanted to be successful. But the undertones of the story to me said that you were doing it for more than just you, right? Just for you can share this with other people so you can show people this can be done. You can show people how this is going to be done. And now here you are getting
Right.
ready to do it.
So now if you're talking about the people that are going to come work for me, I want to be able to help them with whatever they want to do in business. So this can be, I don't mind being your stepping stone. You know, if you want to come work for me for a while, to step into whatever you're going to do. But if you tell me like Tyrone, I want to do this. This is one thing that I've been wanting to do my whole life or whatever. Maybe it's this new thing. I'm going to say, okay, cool. How can I support you? You know, let's make a plan. When are you going to do this? What do you need to do?
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, I guess it's me going back into business mind here.
Yeah.
Does the business model support that? Like, so what if somebody does come on and just decides to use you as a stepping stone to move forward? Are you still going to be able to have income from that process?
I'm thinking that with an open mind, and I'm a man of faith, so I feel like I'm going to find the right people to work for me, work with me. So I'm thinking that the people that do go in and out won't be those constant people that are working with me, because you always need someone extra,
True.
Things like that. So I'm hoping to have, a good solid 2-3 guys work with me on a regular basis. But I'm talking about like later on, when I'm working through more employees and things like that,
So are you going to be the stepping stone for people in lawn care or just in business general?
In business in general. Like
Okay.
I want people to go out and do that thing that they've been wanting to do. I have a feeling that there's a lot of people that are going to work right now, especially during COVID, and they're just going because they need that paycheck.
Yes.
And I understand that,
Oh, now you're preaching.
Yeah. They want to they have to provide for their family. So their dreams, the thing that they really wanted to do gets put on the back burner, you know? And the organization that they're working for doesn't really push. They might have some things in place, but for me, I'm going to take it at a more personal level and push whoever works with me to go to do what they want to do.
That's beautiful. Right, because I know people personally that we've had conversations, and I'm like, they talk about the job and they get up and they hate it, unmotivated, but they got to pay the rent.
Yeah.
Right? They got to pay the mortgage, got to pay the bills, got to put food on the table.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just, and again, I'm not far from that, just being honest.
I was going to say, I'm not either.
My first year here, like I've had YouTube for, I don't know how many years now, but that's kind of not to take away from, but to go home after work, do a video, edit it, upload it is way different than being on your own 1,000%.
Yep.
Being 100% responsible. But I had to do it because being in corporate America, I would come home and, son here be witness to it. I would come home and just be out.
Yep.
No energy, irritated, moody, because I hated what I was doing. Oh my God. Like they talk about me now because it's the opposite. I'm at home with dad always on this computer. Yeah, because now I'm excited. I'm working. It's my business. I'm doing things. I'm seeing results. I'm making moves. Okay, like, y'all want to go do something? All right, we'll do it. But if we just sitting here watching TV, I'm going to go work. I'm going to go to my computer. You know what I'm saying? But
well, it's because you have that why. You know why you're doing it, right? Yeah. You have that why in place.
Yes.
And that's the one thing you guys need to establish is having that why you are doing what you're doing.
Yes.
And that will carry you on. Yeah, it will. It will because it's rough for you sometimes, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
A lot of times, actually.
Absolutely.
To keep going. You're tired and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to have that why, and it'll take you through.
Yeah, purpose. Sure. Like I wear my necklace all day. Purpose is like, the two most important days. Absolutely. Two most important days.
Can you say it again? What are the two most important days?
The two most important days of your life is the day you were born, and then second, the day you find out why.
Awesome.
Oh man, I love that quote.
So good.
Exactly. We got about 9 minutes left. Christian, do we have anything, sir? We do? Some comments? I appreciate you to send them our way, sir. I appreciate it if you do so. Green Machine says, I'm interested. I'm curious as to what. Oh, there it is. I just started a lawn care business, and this is insightful.
Nice.
There you are. So, man, I do believe before he goes, we'll make sure that he gives us again.
That's cool.
The YouTube for the landscaping.
Yep.
And we can see here. What's the link to the channel? So, if you don't mind, go ahead and saying it again there.
Yeah. MyScapes Lawn Care.
MyScapes
Lawn Care. One word. Lawn Care, second word.
Okay. We got to make sure.
Lawn Care.
MyScapes Lawn Care. You already see helping people out there.
Yeah, I'll get together with him and collaborate there. No problem.
Make it happen. Yeah,
and start a YouTube channel. Show everything that you're doing. Yeah, and start that YouTube channel.
Okay. Maria said, I was thinking that too. Multiple streams of income. Indeed. So I know you say start a YouTube channel. You encourage everybody, no matter what their business is, should be on YouTube. Is that what, so to speak?
I don't know, because I don't know all the businesses. But I'm thinking that most people will benefit from being on YouTube for sure. If anything, YouTube will help you start your plan. Like when you do YouTube, you need to think about what it is that you're trying to do. Who is your target audience? Because you need to have certain target customers. You know, you're not going to go sell something to everybody. You know, you need to focus what you're trying to sell.
Yes.
So YouTube will help you establish that. And that's kind of what it did for me. Like I wouldn't be where I am right now if I didn't start doing my own YouTube stuff. And honestly, video is the way of the future. And the more you can show yourself on video, the better.
Absolutely.
Especially live video.
Absolutely. Even though he and I both were nervous as all outdoors, but we here. We're doing it.
Got to be here.
Got to be here. So, yeah. Anything else for us? You said okay. Maria says, has COVID-19 affected your business?
My business has just gotten started, you know. So right now, we're basically still living off of my wife's income. So I am just now starting like over again. I would say I'm not sure. It probably would have. From what I see that in the area, from my area, it has affected, you know, because people don't make the money that they used to. Now they're home and they can mow their own lawn, things like that. So I'm guessing that it's going to be hard for me to take on customers because of that. But basically every weekend that I need to stay busy, I can stay busy, you know. So yeah, for now, it's going pretty good for me. Yeah, I would take COVID. If you're starting your own business, take this as an opportunity for you to establish the business a different way than what somebody else was doing, because that's kind of the way things are. Things are going to change. And
obviously, right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I know COVID-19 is definitely a negative thing, but I'm always try to be as optimistic as possible. Like my wife says, you know, I never stress. I'm always happy, never mad, and things like that. But I'm like, it's just the way that you have to perceive it. There are still businesses thriving right now during this pandemic, right? So it's not like money's not being exchanged. We just have to figure out how to be on the receiving end.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, you know, as long as we can always have that thought process, like even right now, how can I be on the receiving end of getting paid? So having a tax business, it was funny. My calendar from January, you see it, January, February, booked, packed. But then when COVID hit and March came, it was empty.
Wow.
It went straight empty. And it was funny, like my wife, oh my God.
Did they say why?
Huh?
Did they say why they quit?
Well, because, you know, again, here in California, LA County, they had shut down everything. And if you wasn't an essential business, you weren't open. So I didn't know if I was essential or not, to be honest with you. I just came to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, I'm going to still show up just in case. Then I started this. Yep. And exactly. So now it shifted. So now it's like, you know, I wasn't even worried about the tax preparation of it. It's like I have a new, and I wasn't really trying to even make this a business. I just wanted to do it just to help people out. Let's walk through it. Let's talk through it. And that ended up fueling another business for me, being like a business coach. I started doing more coaching calls.
So you weren't doing that before?
I wasn't. I was not. That's why I said, you know, the business mindset, shifting things.
You said that the funeral thing too.
Yeah.
You went and did the funeral.
I did that. I did it for my uncle. And they was like, man, the funeral home director was like, how much would you charge to do it for other people?
Yeah.
$50, I guess. I don't know. And he was like, 500. What? Wow. Yeah, it's crazy, right? And I did that a couple of times too for a few people. And I was like, wow, there's always going to be a need, no matter what situation. So we can make a decision to say, oh, well, it's not working for me right now. Woe is me. I'm done, right? I quit, which is why I love your story, because you could have done that. You could have went crazy. I know people, unfortunately, who let ego kill them, and you didn't, which is why I'm so glad to have you here to share that story, because I want us to know that it's our mindset that makes us through.
So in other words, I was trying to figure out, you said this before, you said ego killed them. So ego killed them because they were saying, this is not my fault, it's their fault. I'm great at this. For some reason, it's not working, and it's not my fault. It's not working. It's them that are they the problem? Is that what you're saying?
That too. Nobody wants to take responsibility.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, everybody like it's not my fault. There's something wrong with somebody else, and that right there is the reason why they can't move forward, because they don't think it's their fault too. So they don't research the ways to improve. Right.
Yep.
And then, like I said, even with the ego thing, it's like I'm a man. This shouldn't happen to me. This can't happen to me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go out and be reckless because I have something to prove. Gotcha. And it just doesn't pan out that way. Not at all.
Nope, it doesn't.
Not at all. Where we at? Oh, we got 3 minutes.
Yeah, we do.
Anything, Chris? Anything? Just 3 minutes left? We're going to wait and see. Huh? Okay, right. Good. We answered all the questions. Man, that is such a good thing here. So I'm gonna do something real quick here. I just want the wife. She got to come on screen.
Yeah.
She has to come around and just say hi. She's a teacher. She's what I consider to be a great teacher. We love teachers here. So you got to say hi to the people.
Hi. I've never done any kind of YouTube or anything. So
it's all right. This here is we ain't gonna say it's YouTube. We will say this is I don't know.
It's family.
It's family. Yeah, we are family here.
You always say we're family.
Yes, we are all family here, man. So this is the Wonder Woman, as Maria called, and absolutely she supported an amazing thing. I love husband and wife teams, possibly because I'm married and I love it, but I always say a support system is something that is needed when you're a business, and to be married to the game, literally married to it, right, is absolutely amazing. So Maria says hi. She gives you a bunch of
That's awesome.
So, man, yes. Love them. Now, there's Give Me Cornbread. Yeah, we were talking about you.
Yeah, I've seen you.
Yeah, we were talking about you earlier. I ain't going to say what we was talking about. We was talking about you earlier. Yeah. So glad to see you here. But thank you, from me. I appreciate you because I do believe you being the type of support system that you are has allowed him to still be here, move forward, do it with such joy, too, such confidence. That's what I like to see. So, yes, absolutely amazing. Yes, thank you for supporting your husband. Trust me. Now, we ain't going to have this women's movement here now,
Yep.
Well, I have to say, I think a lot of, people say, oh, me going to work is being supportive. But he was the support because, we knew this is, okay, we have to make a decision. What do we want to do? And we talked about, he actually made more than me with money, but not with our benefits. And
gotcha.
I just, I wanted one of us to raise our kids because we have the same values, and he does so much with the kids. Like, he is an amazing dad.
Super dad. Same here. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. No, he's really good with the kids. And, I think a lot of dads are some dads are not as involved, and he is.
That's
and
good.
You can tell with the kids, like, they adore their dad. And so right now what we're doing is just trying to build his business so that when we do open up, it's ready. Mm-hmm. And, one of the things he didn't talk about was the fact that what he wants to do with his business is delegate to the point where he is not even really out there as much. He goes out sometimes, but he wants to focus on YouTube, but he wants that business going and thriving, and his job to be to support his employees.
Yeah, that's why I say the business model, because I think he's more going to be like a teacher.
Right.
Yeah, well, he'll be more or less training, teaching them, getting them up on their way. Yeah. And maybe investing in their company to a certain degree where, maybe I'll be an investor. Y'all get, returns on my investments, residuals at some point. So, yeah, exactly. I can see that happening.
I got to learn how to do all that. I got to learn. That's why I'm here with you.
We'll talk. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, man, look, it is 7:00. We are 1 minute past. Don't want to go too much more. Any more comments before we hit the screen? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and switch everything on over. Oh no, I guess not. It don't work that way, so I'll bring us back. I forgot, like I said, new tech, new camera. I haven't set it up yet, so they really haven't got there yet. But as always, one more time for the channel. There's now. First, we got A Digital Life, which you can find him on YouTube right now.
Life, right.
And then the new one that's coming out is going to be
MyScapes Lawn Care.
Okay.
And I already have a few videos up there right now.
Okay.
And the first couple of things that I would change before you guys go is have confidence.
Yes.
And collaborate.
I like that.
So have confidence in yourself, and then make sure you collaborate.
Confidence and collaboration.
Yep.
I like that.
Confidence, collaboration.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things that I am lacking here. Like we communicate here on the comments and things like that, but I think we need a different platform where we can come together and do more. So I'm working on that.
Yep.
I'm working on that. Yeah. So when that happens, we'll be good to go.
Yep.
But to all the family who joined us tonight, man, we appreciate you. We love you. We're excited. You saw two people be nervous live on camera, right? And Dwight laughing at us the whole time. Things didn't go right, but hey, we made it through, which is a testament to when things don't go right, don't you quit. Keep going.
No way.
Eventually, it will get there, right? And we'll be good to go. So to everybody, we appreciate you. We love you, and enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Any last words from you? Because that was it from me.
No, that was it. Yep. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the comments. Yep.
From the what? One last comment?
Thanks for watching on both these channels.
Yeah. Christian, anything you want to say? No? All right. Well, we're going to end the show, y'all. We appreciate you, and you have a good evening.